I shouldn't have turned around. Let me bring y'all closer, chat. Oh, great. It's the first time in a while that you felt in the middle of your walk it starts to rain. Typical. Maybe this is just a sign that you should have stayed home today. You can always try again tomorrow. You turn to head home when... What was that? There are only a few people around on the street. Makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around the area recently. That and the weather. I died. But none of them react to the sound at all. Ooh. What? Dreamer. What I say on Dreamer? Anyway. Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of the dark, dingy alleyway. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. Whoa, is that a blink? Golly, chat. Golly. Alright, we're right back to it, shall we? The ground dampened by the rain makes your steps sound louder and more confident. Then the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. It's like story time at Rainbow right now. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. Obvious? It's an interesting looking cat. Pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. Puts its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. So cute! And it definitely knows it. Holy chat. Holy moly, look at them legs go. You've never had much of You've never had much of an opinion one way or another about cats before. But if they're all like this one, it's a shock they haven't already found a way to rule the world. Damn. You don't think you'd mind bowing down to a feline overlord? You look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves a cat in cardboard boxes these days anyhow? Anyway, wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? Obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It's just looking at you, waiting for you to make the next move. Interesting. Alright, so the name of the game. Oh, we take the cat home, right? If we know me, the cat home. Do not. You know what? Reach into the box and pick the cat up, holding it out in front of you. Why not? You're all alone. Well, in the same boat myself, so I didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier as it presses into your chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. Oh, blinker time. Oh, kitty. You think a little while will probably be more like a day. You'll be responsible to get into a shelter tomorrow. But for now, let's get you out of the rain. Stop by a small local pet store for some cat food. Then you live in a modest bed, bath, one room alone in it. It was weird having another living being inside it after so long. Gosh, even if it is just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environment. My mic is cutting me out. Chat, let me sit up straight and pronunciate my damn words. Damn. What'd I say? Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. Alright. Take out the can of cat food and open it with the... Oh gosh, would you look at the time, chat? 3 minutes till 4:20, so another blinker? Gosh. You take out the can of cat food and open it with the tab on top. Cinnamon. Put some cat food on a saucer and click your tongues to call the cat over to you. It perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. It looks at the plate of food. The cat gonna eat me? And completely ignores it. Oh my gosh. Not hungry, I guess. Try not to let it annoy you. Annoy? The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spent your hard-earned cash on it. After all. I'll just get hungry later. The cat rubs its body against your legs with a purr. You smile. That's enough of a thank you for you. That's not what it said. It looks at you. It follows you into the kitchen as you start on your own dinner. I can't read aloud, chat. You decide that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Bread toasted, mayo and mustard spread, turkey and cheese and lettuce perfectly placed, tomatoes, slice. Oh. You wince as you cut your finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. Feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder and sigh. Bring the knife onto the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops up onto the counter. It sniffs at the knife and meows almost at you. Meows almost pointedly at you? The hell would that mean? Thank you guys for the laugh. Don't worry, I'm alright. It was just an ad. You watch as the cat starts to lightly but enthusiastically at the blood on the knife. At your blood. You're so shocked that by the whoa chat would ya? Look at the time. Golly, 4:20 somewhere, right? Somewhere here. Let's go. Oh my goodness, and is that a goal? Wow. Holly. Whew. Would you look at that? Gosh, would you look at that? Twitch would, or chat with no freaking context of why I'm lost. That's weird. Sorry, I didn't take that blinker for the freaking. I'm just wigging out over here, chat. Don't worry about me. You're so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the knife has completely licked clean. The cat sits back up, staring at you. Feel a little uneasy. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird, right? You're no cat expert, but that was definitely not something an ordinary cat would do, right? You looked at me, and I looked at her. You looked at me, and I looked at her. It's happening. Well, regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat in need while it's still raining outside. After all your efforts, you were going to take it to a shelter tomorrow anyway. What's one night of awkwardness with a cat? Weird or not, it's just a cat. The rest of the evening, unfortunately, goes downhill from there. Even after covering up your fingers cut with a bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the wound while you're eating your sandwich. Kitchen. You gently push it away every time, but you're starting to get worried at the strange behavior. What if it's got a taste for blood and thinks you're food now? You're not sure what you'll do if it starts getting more aggressive. You keep thinking about the cat food sitting in the corner, untouched. Come on, enough already. You shove it away one more forcefully this time. No. Shove it away a little more forcefully this time out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off around the corner and into the hall. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried it's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. Maybe a vet will have an idea on how to calm it. Only hope. You don't have many other options left other than tossing the cat out in the rain. After finding the number of a local vet. Oh my. Lights just... Oh, great. Just great. Rain must have knocked the power out. Cell phone only to find that it's out of batteries. You must have forgotten to charge it before leaving out earlier. Outing had been so spur of the moment that it had no doubt missed with your usual routine. You grab a flashlight and turn it on. Thank you guys for the likes. Quiet. Too quiet. Did the rain stop? But then you look outside. The sky is pitch black. What time is it? Turn to check the clock. The cat sits on top of your digital clock staring at you. Thinking now, you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up and going completely haywire. Cat stares at you. It's completely still. You'd think it was a statue if you didn't know any better. Not giving off any indication that it's alive. Blinking, not even breathing. This isn't normal. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out after all. As soon as the thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Those eyes. Even with your flashlight trained on it, pupils are large. A flashlight flickers. Ooh! The cat. Fear immediately grips your mind. Silence punctuated with the rapid pumping of blood in your heart. It's overwritten as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static all around you. How's the clock working with no power? You don't know why such a question matters at the moment. You feel as if the answer will make sense. That order will be restored. You back away from the clock, as if the air itself coils tightly and abruptly in response, like a predator prepared to pounce, but waiting. Next move. You're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath. Forever. Whatever is watching you. You don't know how you know this. You can sense it as clearly as if. Ooh, chat. Ooh, don't like that one. Right into your ear. My mic. Right now it's kind of quiet. I thought we could hear the game. Sometimes the audio is like there just isn't anything. Into my ear, right into your soul. It won't let you wait it out. Not that you could, even if you did. And stay here. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens within you, making you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement, of action. But you're still weak from the fear's grip on your mind. Your legs tangle together under you in your haste and you fall to the ground. Oh! A sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. At first you think you've broken your ankle, but something warm and wet trickles down the length of your foot, pooling underneath it. You hear the sound of metal scraping on tiles after skidding across the floor, as if it had been kicked. Ended from your fall, you look up in a daze and see the object glinting in a strange light coming in from outside. The light pouring in from your now open front door. Thoughts of how, when, who, what in regards to your inexplicably opened door screeches to a halt. As your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at. It's your kitchen knife. And still tinted red from your earlier blunder. But that's not right. Wasn't it completely licked clean by the... Then that scared me, chat. Golly. Thank you for the likes. Oh, goodness. That was funny. You gulp lightly at the pain in your foot. Barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor to be stepped on. Instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you'd left it. When you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife, it spies right back at you. Her glowing golden eyes come forward as the cat emerges from the shadows into the light. It pads lightly over to the knife, as if skipping in delight. Bends down to lap at the blood dripping from the blade. Your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. The chill of the air as it starts to suffocate you under its weight. The sound of your shaky breath, discordant against the static now piercing your skull, in your throat. The dryness on your tongue spreading to your throat. The incomprehensible sight of the stray you'd taken in when licking at your kitchen knife, once again completely clean. The scent of blood from the fresh wound on your foot. As if in response to your sudden realization, foot is bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching as if just considering the act of pounding forward. But you're already on your feet and out the door. You run, or rather limp, down the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red, but there's a strange light emitting from nowhere. That casts everything else in white. The houses, the trees, the road, even you, everything. Except your blood. You can just barely glimpse the blood imprints. Your injured foot leaves in your wake with every impact it makes with the ground. Hey doll. Hello. It hurts. But you can't stop. You don't stop. Hello. What's up? How you doing? We're playing spooky games. Not when the shadows grow around you. Not when you feel the gaze of eyes all over you. The road ahead of you is darkened by a long shadow of something behind you. Even then, you don't stop running because... if that's the cat right there ahead of you, what in the world is behind you? Oh my goodness. Cat. Oh, it got too quiet and I felt like I needed to make a decision. Oh my gosh. Interesting. Oh, very, very interesting. Ending 0, it begins. What the Dang. Do we try to go for another ending or do we load up another game?